So now, since this car is reaching the 100,000 kilometer mark, we have decided to change the gearbox oil, and we'll be putting in this gearbox oil here. It's a 75W90 Mobile One fully synthetic gearbox oil. People often ask me which oil is right for my gearbox. Well, gearbox oil is what the maker of the car states it should be. So look in your owner's manual. This manual is in Portuguese, but I will explain. For this manual gearbox, you have the engine type for this particular engine. It's the 1SZ FE, and the gearbox oil quantity should be 1.4 liters. That's the first thing you should look for. Then look for the appropriate specification of your oil. It should be API GL4 or GL5 specification, and with a viscosity of SAE 75W90. And that's precisely what I am putting in. I'm putting in SAE 75W90 fully synthetic gearbox oil, and the other specification API GL5 or GL4 it's clearly stated in the label. So the right gearbox oil does not have to be this brand. I only selected this brand because, well, I've heard some good things about it from other people, but you can select whatever you want. So I recommend that you get a couple of water jugs, old water jugs. Just make sure that they are absolutely dry, no water inside. And this will be where we will drain the oil from the gearbox into. Why am I not using the standard oil pan for the engine oil? I'm not using that because sometimes the gearbox oil may be inappropriate. Sometimes, even if it's up to spec, sometimes some gearboxes may not be engaged as smoothly, for example. It's a bit tricky. I'm using a high quality gearbox oil for this replacement, but better safe than sorry. So I'm putting in the old oil in a clean container, because if I need to remove the new oil and put in the older one until I buy an appropriate new oil, it's always better to save the old oil in a clean container. So that's why I'm using the cut up jug, and then the other jug which I will be pouring in the old oil into to save it for storage. So the filler plug for this gearbox is located here, and then the drain plug is this bigger one here. The first step is removing the filler plug. If you're using engines, you first remove the filler plug for the atmospheric pressure to help the oil drain towards the bottom of the car. Well, anyway, remove the filler plug because if you don't remove the drain plug before removing the filler plug, and you end up not being able to remove the filler plug, you're in trouble because you will have a gearbox that won't be able to be filled up with oil. So if you see oil on the filler plug, that's an indication that the oil level for the gearbox is good. So hand tighten the filler plug back in place, clean up the surroundings, and then just give it a little bit of tightening, just a little bit, for the ring to crash. No need to over tighten this. When the gearbox starts leaking oil from the filler plug continuously, as you can see, you are ready to put in the filler plug bolt. Tighten the bolt lightly just to make a seal, just like the drain plug we have just put in. You see, like I'm tightening just with 2 fingers. Okay, that's it.